Okay, greetings. So we're going to talk about our defence in the self-defence department, our defence, that is, our defence. So we've got another way of doing things in my art that I have kind of like combined many arts together to form the following, as I'll explain more detail later on. The first thing is we do the blocks of the Wing Chun method in Kung Fu. And for example, we're in this position, while you're moving around in combat, because combat's movable and you're moving your hands like this, fighting, whatever you're doing, okay, got your hands here. I'll pause it a little bit so you can see the blocks. The first block is this one here. It can be done on either side. And the next block is here and here, done with both hands. This can stop the feet or the hands. Up here, for the hands in the upper line, lower line, and also kicks. In the Wing Chun method, we've got blocks coming up this way to stop an attack this way, and this way on the other hand, okay? We've got attacks coming this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, and this way, okay? And these are usually blocks coming around here, facing the technique, okay? Coming here, okay? So this will be here, this will be here, this will be combined. This will be here, this will be here, combined, and the other end. Okay? So, in the Jeet Kune Do principle, we've got periods. The difference between blocks and periods are not the same thing. There's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. Periods are different. Blocks means you block the defense. In Wing Chun, we'll face it. So now I'm showing the full movement. Before it was half, now it's the full movement. We face the technique, okay? Because this is where, if a punch is coming this way, okay, it's very hard to come this way in the attack here than to move the arm this way. Okay, you can understand what I'm talking about, okay? So we face all the blocks are faced, okay? Here, we face the blocks, okay? Face the blocks. In Jeet Kune Do, we are not blocking, or you can block if you want in Jeet Kune Do, but what they use mostly in the original art is parrying. Okay, parrying means to deflect the technique. For example, you will see that a lot in boxing. You're in a position of Jeet Kune Do like this, for example, you may parry it this way. So you just hit it, the punch comes this way, and you just deflect it. Deflect it, deflect it, deflect it, deflect it, deflect it. You use either hand. Although the common rule in Jeet Kune Do, there's no rules, but for argument's sake, the common rule applies to that the backhand, okay, does 80% of the blocking in most cases, or a general rule. There's no rules, but that's the general rule. The forward hand does 20% of the parrying, I should say, not the blocking, okay? So on the reverse, it'll be here, okay, here. Okay, so you would deflect it. Okay, so that's in Jeet Kune Do. And I'll show you how you fit this in to combine everything together in the following coming videos. Anyway, in boxing or kickboxing or Muay Thai boxing, you will see them do things like this. They will block it here, here, they'll block it here, they'll block it here, they'll come in the low line from this side like this, and block that way. That's your boxing blocks. So, many arts, including the Jeet Kune Do principle and the Wing Chun method, you would say, how do you block on the bottom line? Do we go down? No, because you've got to be in good posture. You use your feet, block this way or that way, okay? You can use a side kick to block, or you can use a heel and a front kick to stop a hit on the attack. Okay? In Muay Thai boxing, you can use it this way. Okay? And you stop the attack that way. Okay? You can block here with the knee on this part of the leg. Okay? Yeah. So there's some of them. In my method, you will do exactly the same thing in the Jeet Kune Do principle of the feet block, except you will block strike. Okay? So the kick comes to you, you block, strike, in the purpose of breaking the kneecap. Simple as that. Unless you cannot do that. In other words, the law of the land says that you can only use violence against an aggressor that has attacked you in accordance to what is needed, not more than that. So for example, if your life is in a situation where you're going to lose your life, well, you might have to break the kneecap. But if not, then you might just have to block. You know, for example, if he's carrying a knife and he goes to kick you or something, you might have to break the kneecap and walk away. But if he has got a weapon, for example, and he goes for a kick, you may not be able to break his kneecap because you'll be using more force than what's required. In most countries in the free world, that's the law. Okay? So you can only use force as much as that is required. That way you will not be taken to court and be found guilty. You may be taken to court, but if there's proof there, you'll be okay. So it's your choice. Okay? So there are the block strikes. Okay? So you may be moving your hands like this in combat. Someone comes in, bang, boom, and come in with other attacks. Okay? So they're your blocks and your parries. Another method we use is moving out the way of the attack. Someone comes in attack, we move to the side, or back, or forward, or whatever angle will get us out of trouble. Not too far out, not too close. We are too close, we can get hit. We are too far away, okay, we'll go all the way back in here to make an attack. Meanwhile, your opponent can make more attacks, and your life can be more in danger. So you want to do the job over and done with. Less force or more force, depending on what you have to do. You have to move just enough and back straight in so you're close to the target and you can make an attack and knock them out, for example. One good defense is boxing. In the subject of rules. There are no rules in fighting because no one's it's not the ring. But what Bruce Lee means by that is not what people think. He's using the Asian translation. He means there are no rules in his opinion because you're either going to be judged by trial in a jury or carried out in a box. Which way do you prefer? So he will not go for rules. But in reality, he doesn't mean there aren't any rules, because there are rules, both before, during and after. Not necessarily in a fight, other than the law. The law, there are rules in the fight. If you use more violence than what's required, you're in trouble. This is why a lot of countries in the police academy, they know this, even the police can be charged against an evil person who has attacked, we're talking about, who's the aggressor. If he's bruised you and they've hurt him really bad, the police can be charged, and anyone can be charged. You can only bruise them if they've bruised you, for example. Okay? So, by having said this is why the police academy and a lot of us use a lot of defense force in the world, in the free countries where there's the police academy. The choice of combat training is things like judo or Brazilian jiu-jitsu, because you can pin them to the ground and that's it. You handcuff them and attack them down. Then they've got their baton. Basically means that if there's more force, like medium amount or whatever, they used to use a fair force, they can use the baton. If it's a lot of force that they have to use, for example, the opponent's got a gun, they will use their gun. That's why they're very well trained. So as then, if there's a riot, a big, massive riot, there's too many of them compared to how many police there are, they will use a whole body shield and armor and guns and that. Okay? So, there's laws behind even protecting the criminals. Anyway, so by having said this, these are your defense. Okay, so you may move around, change around, your hands like this, coming this way, and a person comes in and you may block. From there, you go with a strike. okay? And you may block this way, or you may dodge out the way, come in this way, move out that way, and then you come in for an attack. Defense and attack. This is your defense. What I talked about in the previous video as your guard up is only up when you are ready and when you can rig it up. Otherwise, it will be from here, like I said in the previous video, or from wherever you're standing. But if you have enough time to put your guard up, yeah, a lot of times it can happen that the aggressor is approaching you from a distance with a weapon or something. It's coming like this, and you see him, he's coming towards you. It's common sense that he's going to attack you, or he's going to attack someone, and it's coming to you, so it's much likely you, so you've got time to put your guard up. In this case, yes, it's more effective to put your guard up, and of course you can change your guard around the way I have shown you. Thank you for listening, and practice hard, and God be with each and every one of you.